Okay, so this is the Echo CS-3510ES, and I'm doing my own little review on this. I haven't used it, but I'm going to explain why I brought it and what I think as a farm chainsawer that's worked with trees also in the arbor industry, what I think. First thing I think is, don't buy one of these if you don't know chainsaws, because the beauty of this chainsaw is, the reason why I mainly brought it is because I want to own an Echo. I've never owned an Echo, so I've owned, always had Huskies, Steels and McCullochs. So equal to this was the, what was it, the MS182 Steel, same price, $4.99 Australian, and I brought this, as I say, because I've never had an Echo. The weight of it is amazing. It's supposed to have the best power to weight ratio. Very light, and I think the reason why it's so light is they've used as much plastic as they can. So that's the reason the weight, why it's so light. Now, in saying that, that's why I say it's probably better to be used by someone who knows chainsaws, because it's going to break easy. So if you don't know chainsaws and you don't know about not forcing them or using them while they're blunt and all that sort of stuff, it's going to break, it's going to snap. And one of the first things that's going to snap, which you've probably seen on another review if you've watched these, is the stopper down here. So the stopper is a very light plastic that rolls around, and it's just held in there by a screw. And if that chain breaks, snaps, it comes loose, which it is going to come loose, and a lot of the times these chains are loose for the first few cuts. That's standard. So I'll be checking after 2 or 3 rings the tension, because I know that if this comes off, it's going to hit that, it's going to break, and then the next time it comes off, it's going to hit it, it's metal, and if it breaks that, it's going to hit here and probably split something. It's going to cost a fair bit to replace. So I'm going to carry a bit of spare cork, which is something that if it does come loose and hit that while I'm out there, I'll be able to use it again. And then, yeah, if it came off after that, I wouldn't be using it till I've got a spare one of these. So I might order 2 of those. So yeah, if you know chainsaws, you know how to look after them, use them sharp, and just let the chainsaw do the work. You're never going to have any problems with this, I'd say. But, you know, if you're learning how to use a chainsaw the first time, get an old steel. You know, you can cut with the chain blunt on them. See how light and weak that is? I would say they could easily snap over time. This is not a chainsaw you're going to be able to leave out in the weather, because it's going to corrode, it's going to split, especially things like this. You know, as soon as they get a bit weathered, like the fuel pump there, primer, it's going to just split. So it's got to be looked after. It'll be a good chainsaw from what I can see. This is a bit annoying here, having to unclip these with the flathead screwdriver that comes with, also the socket on it. Doesn't come with any oil or anything, comes with no bar on it, no chain on it, and you got to put all them on like every other chainsaw when you buy it. So I've got mine on. The cover that comes with it could probably fit an 8-inch. It looks like it can definitely fit it. It can definitely fit a 16-inch. This is 16-inch. This is a 14. So I think it's better to have the smaller bar because it's going to be more powerful. Now my tension is this, and always is this, and I can move the chainsaw by hand, the chain by hand. So some people want it a bit looser. I wouldn't want it obviously not any tighter, but I know that that's going to come loose pretty straight away after a few cuts, and then I'm going to tighten it, a few more cuts, tighten it again, because I know I can't afford that to come off. So this fits on nicely when you put it on. It's got your adjuster there, tightener there, and just a, you know, like a metal needle that goes in to the bar to hold it. I've had trouble with my Husqvarna that I own. This always going, no, it wasn't my steel that does it. One of these, I can never get it to sit evenly, and this one works really good. So the competition was like I say, the Steel 182 MS or the Husky 132. Husky 132 was a bit dearer. The Steel was the same price. I would probably definitely have gone with the Steel if I wasn't wanting to own an Echo. So yeah, when you get your chainsaw out brand new, give that a sniff, smell the new engine smell, nothing like it. Can't wait to give it a go. Anything else I need to mention? So it's got the tanks are quite transparent. I haven't tried to start it. It's supposed to be an easy start. Don't know what that means. Switches seem pretty standard. Obviously it's not going to have the full quality of some of the others, but modern chainsaws, even Huskies and Stills, this is starting to get flimsy. The starters, the chokes, off switch. Yeah, so that's your stop switch, that's your choke, your locking. I've taken this off. Inside it has a rubber stopper for the airflow for summer. I will never need to take that off and put it on winter because where I live is temperate in Australia. Like I said, it's annoying to get those undone, but it goes on and off quite easy. It's better than having to do all these screws like on some chainsaws just to get that off. And yeah, so that was my main reasons for buying it, to own my first Echo, the weight ratio, and I'm planning on getting the top handle Echo too because they're the best value for money when it comes to the amount of times I would use one. So, turning it upside down, let's see if we can see anything else to remember. Yep. So yeah. I can't think of anything else. I'm sure there's plenty of reviews on this. I just gave you my insight. The only thing I would say is don't buy it if you don't know chainsaws, because of the reason is chainsaws, obviously, you know, don't cut dirt with them, don't cut charcoal or anything other than good clean wood, because an old steel you're going to be able to learn good on, and you're going to be able to put pressure on it. You see smoke coming off the bar, it's either there's no oil in the reservoir here or you're trying to use it blunt. And if you put force on all this, I'd say it's going to snap. Or the chain's going to come really loose, it's come off, it's going to break. So I probably would get some good learning skills on using a chainsaw for the first time if you're going to use this one. And that's pretty much all I can say about it. I can't wait to give it a go and cut some wood with it.